Gentlemen, it is Madden 26 week, and we got a few little tips and things that I want to sort of put out there for you guys so that you are prepared, ready, all that for when launch happens. It's going to be the 7th around noon is what we're anticipating if you have the pre-order and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to talk about some things in here. Let's just get into it. I don't want to waste any more time. First things first, obviously, if you haven't done your rookie premieres, get your rookie premieres done. If you have the coins, that's fantastic. If you don't spend any money on them necessarily, because we don't know. Now, as we have some of these pre-order cards that we have seen come across, what I will do, we have a full reveal stream coming later this week. I believe it's on Wednesday. Once we see kind of everything that's going to be out around launch, we can then talk about which pre-order cards you should take. But from everything that we've seen from reveals from the core elite cards, they're not very good. There's going to be some that are pretty good, but most of them are not really good. Seems like there's a pretty big speed nerf that's going to be going on to start here, which means those core elite cards aren't going to be in your team for very long, right? They're not. So if you're opening packs and you're getting stuff, my biggest recommendation, and like I know you really want to play, right? Like I get it, sell, cash out, do all that sort of stuff. If you're spending money on the first day there, you want to sell and you want to cash out on those cards. Like you really do. If you're spending those pre-order points, you're going to want to do that, sell what you get there. I can't say like, oh, dude, this was your pre-order points, because we don't really know what's going to be in the store just yet as well. So that's going to be later on in the week as well. So that's like the biggest thing that I've seen. I really don't like the way that a lot of the cards look. And you see some real discrepancies that, I'm not going to put up pictures, but someone like Jameer Gibbs has got really high speed compared to the other running backs, right? So it seems like there's a card or two at each position. They're going to be pretty good. There's going to be the linebackers looked really bad. Again, people are still going to want to have linebackers out there. Cash out. Coin is king. Coin is king. Now, again, why I say don't spend money on Rookie Premier, I don't really think it's going to be that overly useful. Well, we don't know the overalls of those cards. We should find out. You can still get at least a free one done. So I would at least do that. That's going to provide you with position. We don't know the ratings on the cards or anything like that. So again, once we get that information, we'll be able to go in and do that. Okay. So that's the base. If you're spending, sell your stuff. Get your rookie premieres done. This is the very first thing you need to know how to do within the game. Every year, it's going to be the right time, especially we know that like the first couple promos and stuff, the cards are going to be better. You don't want to be using 77 speed cards. That's just boring. I really don't like that that's the way that they're doing it, but that's the way that they're doing it. So we have to adapt based on that. Now that the NBA and NFL seasons are over, we are shifting our focus over on Prize Picks to MLB Baseball. And for new users right now, if you sign up using code CC, make a deposit, play $5 in lineups, you're going to get $50 in lineups instantly as well. So all you need to do is either click the link in the description or download Prize Picks from the App Store, sign up using code CC, and start putting that sports knowledge to the test. So it's a great time to start using Prize Picks. Use that knowledge, get winning, make some money, have some fun. Use code CC when you guys sign up. And as always, my plays will be over on my Twitter account. Let's get back to the video. Next question we always see is it worth the pre-order? Like, I'm not sure what I should... The advantage with pre-ordering is it's a week ahead of time this year. You do get the pre-order points, but that's really up to you, right? If you're playing Ultimate Team, it obviously has a little more value. If you're not playing Ultimate Team, you probably don't really need to do that. You can also always check out the 10-hour free trial with EA Play or however it works nowadays before deciding to spend your money on the game. Maybe you like the game, maybe you don't like the game. However, one thing to keep in mind is when the game comes out, there's going to be a patch or two pretty early on, which are going to shake things up, right? You're always going to get the people who are really excited to play the game and say this is the best game in the world. You will see it year after year after year. How the game plays to start is not how the game is always going to be played, okay? So just keep those things in mind. Please do. If you're on the fence, I always suggest waiting, because spending the difference between $70 for the game and $100 for the game, it does matter, right? It's still your money. $70 is still a lot of money to put down on a video game. And if that trial exists for you, check it out that way first. Because I see so often people will buy the game, they're all in, and then they don't like it. And then they're out $70, $100, whatever it is. If you are still unsure and you do have the game, you're like, man, I don't know. Refrain from spending on Ultimate Team. Do not go spend deep on Ultimate Team to start, okay? Please do not do it. Just wait. You won't be you will not fall behind. You can pick back up at any single time, okay? Now there's going to be a lot of new features with some of the stuff. We're going to have to get our hands on it to see how good it is. Is it worth your time? All that sort of stuff. Generally with early access, you're just going to be playing through your solos, getting your levels up. One thing that I will say that they probably will have is the premium field pass. The premium field pass is generally going to be worth your money if you are planning on playing and continuing throughout, not just this season, but for a decent amount of time as well. It's a pretty good value across the board. Generally, season 1's field pass isn't bad, right? Now, like, have I been playing this game? No. But getting a lot of this other stuff, these tickets, these option packs and all that, has generally been pretty good value. Even it was even pretty good value in college football 26 this year with the premium field pass. It's not a bad way to spend money. I think you will probably end up seeing a lot of people talking about how to spend pre-order points, including the premium field pass within that. Okay, if you do have that, it's probably something that you can do. However, you don't have to do it the very first day. You can always come back and purchase it again at a different time, and you will get like the backloaded reward. So don't feel the obligation there. The next thing is when you are building your team and you have all these pre-order cards and you have rookie premieres and some of that stuff, it's going to be good enough to give you a pretty good start on those things. What I recommend generally, again, without seeing stats, is you always want to make your solos and all that stuff a little bit easier. So having a quarterback, running back, receiver is always going to be nice to have out there, just so you can have the speed to get through and save time at least. Maybe these cards don't have a long shelf life for you. Maybe they do. But being able to just get through a lot of that is great. Okay? It's great. And they're generally more expensive positions in the game as well. So that's okay. You know, you don't need Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen on day one. I promise you, you do not. You're not competing for a title. If you are, that's different. But if you're not, you don't need those cards. They should be very, very expensive. Same thing with Jahmyr Gibbs or Tyreek Hill, Jalen Ramsey. Some of these cards are going to be fantastically kind of overpowering. And then we're going to see the first promos and all that sort of stuff. And we're going to get other cards that are really comparable. That's the way it goes. They like to try to take your money early on. And if you want to get money, you're throwing the money out the window at them. Make sure you're taking coins back when you're throwing it out. Please do so there. Again, if we happen to have any new people coming across, do not like spending an offensive line early in the game. Offensive line, it seems like some of the changes that have been made to the game, at least from data, from Mutt Leaks, is saying that like the pocket is going to last a bit longer. Throw power is going to be a little more important. Having higher throw power, so that's going to be a big cost there. So we'll probably try to find the best budget option at quarterback early on, who has decent throw power. Speed's always really nice, but being able to throw the ball accurately and all that is really, really important at the beginning of the year. It's not something you overly think of, but being able to hit passing thresholds, having as much throw power is always going to be really important. There's going to be a Jalen Ramsey, not Jalen Ramsey, Jalen Hurts, quarterback who's you're supposed to be able to upgrade up to 87. Again, I think you try to ride that out as long as possible. You know, they're going to try to entice you with like an early Michael Vick or an early some big name quarterback. Don't fall for it. Again, linebackers are going to be really slow to start. The safeties weren't even really that much faster either. So again, we're going to try to find some budget options out there. Hopefully some gold cards. We're really only going to be looking at speed early on, because a lot of these other thresholds that we're looking for on cards aren't going to be met regardless anyway at that point in time. So that's what we want to do. As you go through and you start playing the game, if you've been playing College Football 26, I'm not saying that the games are going to be the same, but there's going to be some similarities between the two games as you start going through it. If you've played 26, take some of that knowledge with you from college football, right, on how to do stunts and some of these new tactics and techniques. But really hope Madden 26 is a better game than college football 26. I feel like we may get a flip this year after playing enough college 26. Madden 26 has a very nice chance to be the more fun game. We'll see what EA does. So that's just a few things. Again, get those rookie premieres done. Do not go through here and spend the money. If you really, really want to spend the money, I can't stop you. But at least if you're on the fence, please wait to see what the ratings are. If the rookie premieres are 85 overalls, maybe that's a little bit different. Could be different. But if they're 82s, 83s, I'm not really worried about it too much. Those cards won't have the lifespan that you want or expect. So play your solos, get your stuff done, and we will come back and we will cover absolutely everything as it comes out to us. Again, a lot of this is really just generic, but I always want to make sure that you guys have information before day one as much as possible, because once day one hits, I'm not going to be there when you log on at 12. I'm going to be doing my work and my recording and all that. So I just want you guys to have that really general information, put it into your brain, be like, okay, maybe I'll sell stuff before someone else has a chance to really tell you what to do. So I think stuff like this is important. Less people watch it. The people that do, you get the benefit. I love you guys. Madden 26 week. I am very excited for this game. Please be better than 25. I'm out.